Hey everybody. So, I know Thanksgiving's coming up, but we kept it light here in the group. And I had posted Monday about how I have like this morning ritual that I follow no matter what, and it sets up my day for success every single day. And I do this right now. I'm in St. Louis. I am visiting for friends, I'm visiting for family. I'm also here working. I just got done with a bunch of ladies at our student meeting. But I had a really good time. And even while here, I still do that. So I still I still do my morning ritual. So this was highly requested. And then when I posted about it Monday, a few of you said that you were definitely interested in finding how I set my day up. So the biggest thing is I started this years ago, but I got really, really serious about this year. I posted on my personal profile like this long story of how I did all these changes. But with that being said, I really wanted to bring to you guys what I do and how it has dramatically changed my life. My mother, Laura, does it as well. She's in the group here from time to time. We are business partners. And so it's pretty dramatic, but what I recommend is adding one of these rituals to your daily life a week. Don't overwhelm yourself and jump in and do all of this at once. You'll be less likely to stick to it. It can be a little time consuming. I choose to spend a couple hours doing this, but people have done it in as little as 30 minutes. The first thing I do is I get up. I usually get up around 4 a.m. You guys see me a lot in the group here around 4 a.m., right? So I do that. I get up 4 a.m. I get up. I make my bed. I learned somewhere that if you do that, then the rest of your day just goes a little smoother because at least that one successful thing was done and it kind of sets you up for doing the rest of your to-do list. And that if you're unable to get to it because life happens, then at least you made your bed and you feel some kind of accomplishment at the end of the day. I don't know. I read this years ago. I've done it ever since. And honestly, I love it. So I make my bed, I get dressed in my workout clothes instantly. And the reason I do that is because that's one of the things that you want to do is work out. I don't do that till the very end, but I get dressed so I have no excuse to do that, to not do it. But one of the first things I do is I start reading. So I have a ton of books. I should have brought them. I'm staying at my friend's. I should have brought them out here, but I don't want to move. And I read different books. So I read more self-help type books, and I can honestly tell you that now I do this even on the weekends, on holidays, doesn't matter. I get up and I read, and I do it religiously. I can give you guys a list of book recommendations if you want. You're definitely welcome to comment below. I would love that list, and I'll make sure I get you a list of like my top 5 that I've read like this year. There's some that I always rave about, and then there's a new one that I just read that was just, I don't know. It applied to so many things, not just what she was talking about. It was so good. I'm actually rereading a couple of them too, just because I haven't read them in a couple of years, and they still are amazing. So with that said, I read. I usually read at least 10 pages, but I will read a full chapter. I do them in chapters at a time because that way I can digest what I'm reading. Because as you know, if you read these books, they are very much, they're broken into chapters, and at the end they usually give you some kind of like mental assignment to do. So then you go straight into my next step, which is journaling or writing. And I don't normally journal about my day-to-day life, but Laura does and other people I know do. I more journal about what that did for me. Like, what did I do? What did I read and how that affected me? And it's kind of crazy how things come out that I wasn't expecting to write, or I might sit there and be like, I don't know what to write. So I just start writing and it comes out to what I'm really trying to say or really want to have said. After that, I visualize. I have a really funny story well, it's not funny, but it's a really crazy story about visualization. So I'm not a woohoo person by any means, okay? And nothing wrong with the woohoo people that are super into everything. I'm just not. So I had to make what I was doing realistic to me. So I can't meditate. I tried for years. I successfully did it for like a week out of all the years, where I actually felt what you're supposed to feel. So I stopped trying. But that is one of the steps you could do. So instead, what I do is I just take some deep breaths and I go immediately into visualization. And visualization, like the story I'm going to tell you, is a way to manifest what you want. But as you're thinking about it, you have to think about it as if you already have it. So example, 6 years ago when I was going through my divorce and I went from a really beautiful like 3-bedroom home to an apartment in not the best part of town in South Florida, I was visualizing what I wanted in life and what kind of home I wanted and how did I want to feel. And so I would sit there in my bathroom, and because that's where my vision board was, and I would start visualizing. I would close my eyes and visualize the home I wanted, down to what it looked like, down to the colors of it. My home needed to, I'm Italian, so I love more of that like Mediterranean feel. So I wanted browns and with a pop of color here and there, like on the door and stuff. But the biggest thing was when I walked into the house, I wanted to see all the way through the house to the back where there was a pool and then some kind of body of water behind the pool. A year ago last month, I bought a home. Now, thing in mind, I did this visualization for about a year, and then I don't know what happened. I stopped doing it. Maybe I don't know what I did. This was 6 years ago. So a year ago, I bought a house, and a month after that, I was doing a retreat for women, and I was showing them what real estate could give them. And I wasn't doing it in a brag, and I made that very clear that I was just showing my home. And standing outside, and because I live in Florida, so a retreat in December is not the weirdest thing to stand outside, and I just broke down. And I told them, I said, it's because as I was explaining my home to them and I was showing them my backyard, I realized it was I had got the home painted once I moved in. It was the exact home I had visualized when I was in an apartment in the worst part of town, barely surviving. And it had the pool. I live on a canal. I have a boat sitting in my boat dock. And my house is painted Mediterranean style with this, it's called like Adriatic Sea blue. It's gorgeous. It's so gorgeous. It looks really good on my house. And so the visualization was key. Visualization for me changed my life. And so now I'm visualizing a bigger house. But I didn't realize that till I was there. So I read, I journal, I try to at least get myself in some kind of calm state, and then I visualize there. The other crucial thing to my drastic change over the last 7 years, but let alone my drastic change in the last year that I was talking about in my post, was affirmations. And how that started was I started doing more positive affirmations for myself. So one of the things, I got this from a diet book I was reading on cognitive therapy and dieting, which is how I initially started my 60-pound weight loss. I'm 60 pounds from my heaviest, 50 pounds this year. From the first, but was it just a Post-it? I put it on a bright yellow Post-it, and she said, give yourself credit. And every time I see this Post-it, I stop and say 3 things that I did. And it could be as I did worked out. I made my son smile. It doesn't have to be big things. It's just ways to positively change your brain. And change how you're thinking about yourself and give yourself credit in some way. So even if it is like one day I had a really bad day and it was, I got up this morning and I got out of bed. That was it. That was like my thing. And so having those Post-its everywhere really helps. So having affirmations that really speak to you. I have now like 7 Post-its on my bathroom. Like there's a little door and like a medicine cabinet. So I have like 7. But that was probably the most crucial to changing my mindset. And so giving yourself and having positive affirmations is incredibly crucial. And then exercise. So exercising and moving your body. I try to at least 4 times a week, but honestly, I don't ever stick to it. I've lost weight solely on my diet. And so I am trying to start moving my body more. So I do a minimum of 4 weeks because I have a sedentary job pretty much because I don't go in the field. Everything's virtual. So that's really my morning. I do that every day. I wake up at 4 a.m. I finish at 7, except for exercising. I get my son ready for school. Then I come back, I exercise, get shower. And the other thing I recommend is getting dressed every day. Hair, makeup, earrings. When you feel good about yourself, you're going to do more that day. So I started doing my hair. I have really wild, wavy, curly hair. So I started doing my hair. I do my makeup every single day. I get fully dressed even though I work from home. So I get fully dressed in 2 outfits. And I just do that and I feel way more prepared. Now I have a whole day. I can go into that one day if you want. I can go into how I run 3 virtual businesses from home. Comment below if that's something you'd like to hear, or if you're watching the replay. But that's how I set every morning without fail. Does not matter if I'm on vacation. I don't care if it's Saturday. I don't care if it's Sunday. I do that every day. Now, Sunday, I don't always get dressed like fully. Like, that's my rest day. I'm not going to go and do my makeup if I'm sitting at home and not working or nothing. But every other day I do. Every other day I get ready. So I hope this helped you guys. I hope you have a fantastic Thanksgiving. I hope you guys have lots of food and enjoy your family, your friends. If you are by yourself, just enjoy life. Just enjoy being by yourself, because I've been by myself on holidays. My son's dad, we're divorced, but he came home from deployment from Afghanistan yesterday morning, so he is with his dad. He flies in tonight, and yes, he's incredibly excited. He's a helicopter pilot. I'm so proud that he's home. I'm really happy he's home, and he's safe. So we are celebrating a lot. We're very thankful this year. It's been a fantastic year. I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving and have a good rest of your day.